Hey everybody, this is Matt at tradingparadigm.com, and today I want to discuss how Trade with Profile, and specifically the Profile Pathway program, is for beginners. Is it a good fit for new traders? Is it worth pursuing? Let's dig right into my thoughts on this. Typically, Trade with Profile tends to attract traders who have already gone through the Holy Grail chasing phase and have been in the markets for a while, but still feel like they're missing something in regard to their overall market understanding and methodology. And that's exactly how it was for me. I was well past the phase of sitting in penny stock chat rooms, trying to blindly chase guru alerts and signals. And I was even past the phase of being a somewhat profitable self-sufficient trader. Several years prior to coming across Trade with Profile, I had taken major steps to being accountable for my own process and results. I learned all sorts of technical analysis and worked extremely hard on developing the right mindset and psychology for trading success. And with those things, I was finally able to make the turn away from being a consistent loser. But even after making this turn, I still felt lost to a large degree. Like market movement was far too chaotic and random, and I didn't really trust the lines and indicators I was following on my charts. It all seemed so arbitrary and unreliable. Despite better than break-even performance, I was starting to really question the strength and power of my technical edge. And it wasn't until I came across auction market theory and profiling and programs like Trade with Profile when things actually clicked and solidified a much more potent market framework and methodology in my mind. Because of my own personal experiences as a developing trader, and what I see and hear all the time from other developing traders that I interact with on every trading paradigm platform, the website, social media, and private community, it's clear to me that beginner level traders are almost always dangerously unaware of how little they know about trading and markets, and are highly distracted by all sorts of basic surface level nonsense floating around on the internet. And I'm not saying this to be derogatory or condescending. I'm not looking to put myself in some high and mighty position, because I was once in this group of dangerously unaware, incompetent market participants for about 5 years. So I've been there and just want to help by sharing my experiences. And the bottom line is that I wish I knew about and seriously pursued auction market theory and profiling right from the start. I think it's common for these things to get ignored or written off as too advanced or complicated, just because they're not as mainstream as other forms of conventional technical analysis. But in my opinion, it's a huge mistake to think this way. Looking back, I should have layered everything on top of an auction market theory and profiling foundation and not the other way around. Because in my opinion, it's truly the basis for attaining deep market competence and edge, and really understanding market movement and behavior. When most beginners share their approach, time after time, it almost immediately becomes clear why they're struggling. They often assume that their main issues are mindset related. And don't get me wrong, there probably are mindset issues at play. But at this beginning point of development, those mindset issues are there and being exponentially heightened by a lack of genuine market understanding. So the symptoms being felt are psychological. And as a result, that's what people think the core issue is. But the core issue at this phase in development is more so related to not having a level of deep market competence and technical trading skill to build upon. Knowing what I know now, almost everything I learned about strategies and systems through countless basic courses was useless, because they weren't teaching a comprehensive contextual approach. They just focused on surface level patterns and triggers that are nowhere near sufficient. But the training at Trade with Profile helps fill these massive gaps. Most beginners, including myself when I first started, let a lot of low-quality nonsense get in the way of real education, training, and mentorship. But a ton of time, money, and psychological capital can be saved by avoiding that mistake. And going through a high-quality, comprehensive program like Profile Pathway right from the start is an extremely powerful route to go down. But if you're not quite ready to commit to the pathway, here are a couple free and low-cost suggestions. First is my Trading Success Framework course. which is not designed to teach basic technical analysis concepts or specific strategies. Instead, it's designed for aspiring traders to understand what being a real trader truly entails. The core values, qualities, principles, and habits required to sustainably succeed. This course has helped hundreds of traders make a paradigm shift and be able to decide with clarity whether or not trading is a craft they genuinely want to pursue. There are a few ways to get started learning from Josh Schuler as well, but I also want to mention his Build to Profile course. The modules of this mini course are actually included in the Profile Pathway program, but if you're not ready for that full program yet, it can be purchased on its own for less than $100. It's certainly no comparison to the full-blown Profile Pathway program, but it can help lay some groundwork. Overall, I think any serious committed trader, beginner or not, can greatly benefit from Josh Schuler's training and mentorship at Trade with Profile. You can find the link to this full article and a bunch of additional helpful resources related to Trade with Profile down in the description. And if you have any personal experiences with Trade with Profile, please share them below. I'd love to hear about them from actual students. And as always, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.